Hello, you guys. Welcome to this week's episode of my podcast. Today, as you can tell, we are not in our regular setting. I am in Calgary visiting my family and friends for Thanksgiving. Also, a quick side note, I hope that I know my voice sounds a little bit weird. I don't know what's going on. I don't feel sick whatsoever, but I just have been noticing that my voice sounds like I'm sick. Maybe I'm making it up in my head, but I think that my voice sounds a little bit different. Completely off topic. So yeah, I am visiting my friends and my family. It is Thanksgiving weekend, but I just hadn't came back in a while either, and I thought that it was about time. So, unfortunately though, my car is out of service. Let's just put it that way. It definitely still could run, but it needs parts, and I'm only here for 10 days. I don't live here, so there's no point in me putting money into the car. So I'm just driving my mom's car while I'm here, and that is totally fine. This is not mine, but that's okay. Yeah, it's been really weird being back here this time around. I have came back to visit since I have moved out of the city, but I've never felt the way that I have this time around. This time around I've actually enjoyed it. Normally I always enjoy it because at least I get to see my family and friends, but there's always another part to it that I don't enjoy. I feel kind of heavy here. I just feel like a lot weighs on my mind normally when I come back, and I feel a lot of old emotions get brought up. I mean, that's normal, but yeah, this time around I've actually enjoyed my time, and I missed just seeing how beautiful it is here. I realized that living in the city in Toronto, you don't really, I don't know, I miss breathing fresh air and seeing trees and nature and stuff. Also, I know we're super overexposed here. I wish that there was something I could do to fix that, but there's not. My camera is not great as it is. It's a great camera, it's just not great when it comes to filming. Also, it's so hot in here, it's not okay. The sun is clearly beaming down. Yeah, so welcome to my mom's car, you guys. I am honestly so happy to be doing the podcast in a car. If you guys know me at all or have watched any of my previous episodes, you guys will know that this is literally my safe space, my home, minus the fact that my mom's car doesn't have any tints on the windows. That part I can do without because I'm oh my god, I'm literally in a fishbowl, everybody's staring at me. But luckily we are pretty much in the middle of nowhere. So on today's episode, I kind of just wanted to talk about how I've been feeling and just things that I dislike or things that have been kind of weighing heavy on my mind recently. I feel like since I've came back, Actually, this is nothing to do with me being here necessarily. It's just the fact that whenever I feel sad, I always feel almost guilty for feeling sad. And I'm damn, I'm wasting time feeling this way when I should be feeling this way. And I start to get pissed off that I'm feeling sad. Even though there's really I don't know, I fight with myself all the time about it, because it's I want to tell myself there's nothing that I can do about me feeling sad right now, I just have to feel my feelings. But then I'm no, you can do so much to feel less sad right now. You can get up and do this and that. Half the time I do that, but it never makes me feel any better. I still feel just as sad as I felt before. Now I'm just doing something and I'm sad. But I feel because I've spent so much of my life, and sounds really depressing. I mean, a lot of my life I have spent very happy. Let's not get it twisted. But I think it's because of the fact that I spent a lot of it happy that now when I am sad, I am just kind of used to it. Or like, I don't know, I miss being happy a lot. Not that I'm not happy. I am definitely, like, let's start there. Not that I'm not happy. I'm definitely very happy, and I definitely find a lot of joy in life. But I just used to see life like through like rose-colored glasses, or whatever the word, like, you know, I just used to always be happy, and there was never like no weight on my the thing is that back then there was weight on my shoulders. I just never let it affect me mentally, and I feel like I was just like a different type of strong, which is crazy because I've only ever, like, since then I've only gone through so many things that should make me more strong, and they have. I just feel like those things have deteriorated my, I don't know, maybe I'm just more real with myself, you know? And so it's harder for me to feel like fully happy because I know that that's like not realistic anymore, which again sounds really depressing. And it's not that it's not real. I know that, or at least I hope and pray that one day I will feel the way that I used to feel, and like I feel 1,000% happy. But I just feel like there's so much going on in the world, and it's just like, it's hard to be 1,000% happy, because even if you're not going through something like your friend is, or people across the freaking world are, or, you know, there's just like always something negative going on. And like that also leads me to want to talk about how I don't know, when I was a kid, and I feel like that's kind of another thing that I've been thinking about since I've been visiting here, is that like since I've been a kid, I have never really had a problem getting along with people, because I don't know, I felt like I was always very to myself, and some people would kind of almost like bully me for that, you know, because they didn't like understand me, or I didn't really put myself out there to be understood. So I was like, who's this weirdo? Which is totally fine. But now, in like, as I'm getting older, and this is only like as of a couple of years back, I've just noticed that, and maybe it's just because of the people that are around me or lessons that I've learned, I've just noticed that the people are so artificial. I feel like before, when I was a kid, it was not this way, and I feel like literally every single day that we in our generation gets older, and even just the people around us, I feel like every single day this deteriorates our mental, and I feel like we take it out on everybody else, because I know that, that's my water bottle. What am I trying to say? I think now that I'm getting older, I have started to kind of realize that our phones have such an impact on us in a negative way, in ways that are just like mental, how you can, you know, waste so much time on it and things like that. But then there's also the whole side of people being able to see like a completely different version of other people's lives. There's so much information that you used to not be able to know about somebody because there was no freaking profiles and this, that. You only knew what you wanted people to know. And like, even if you're not posting everything about your life, people will fill in the blanks with their imagination. And I feel like that translates into real life conversations and real life interactions. I feel like nowadays it's so easy for people to judge other people or to be jealous and envious, and it does affect your real life relationships and even just yourself. And I think that it's really affected our generation with love. I remember just like, I don't know, like when I was growing up, obviously the relationships that I had back then were so different than how they are now, because things were not even real, you know, it was just like for fun almost, or like pretend, because we were just kids. We were still living with our parents and going to school and stuff like that, so it was like not a real relationship. We still had our moms to pretty much bring each other to play dates, you know, type thing. And so obviously it's not going to be the same, but just back then I remember it being fun. And like I remember, yeah, there was problems that boys did, but it has severely gotten worse as I've gotten older. The way that boys or men, whatever you want to call it, act nowadays is seriously just like a different level of disrespectful. I'm confused. Like, it's just so different than what it used to be. And I don't want to just blame the guys, because I know that girls are the same way. I feel like as I've gotten older, it's been that much harder to make friends. The girls are very superficial. And I'm not talking about anybody specifically. I'm just talking about people that recently I've been meeting, or just even being in the same room. You can just tell, like, and you know, I want to say, like, you can just tell who a person is, but then at the same time, no, you can't really, because they could be somebody completely different. But it's like the way that people start like showing themselves off to like be perceived in a way where what they're learning or what they're watching, or you know, whatever they're surrounding themselves with, they're becoming a product of that. And so those negative emotions and those things that correlate with social media is literally manifesting in people's lives without you knowing. And I feel like it's literally affecting everybody in this like generation. I want to say in the world, which it probably is, but like I don't know. I wish we could, and this is crazy because, you know, in every other aspect of my life and in general, I would always say progress forward, but can we progress backwards? What happened to freaking guys holding stereos outside of girls' houses and bringing them flowers? I don't care, don't buy me the flowers, go and pick a couple of flowers, you know? If you don't got no money, that's okay. Go and literally, like, you know? Love don't cost a thing. And it's not even about the money. It's just everybody nowadays, like, all they care about is themselves. And that's necessary, but let's show love, you guys. What happened to, like, everybody coming together and just, I don't know, I've noticed that, like, society as a whole is just... And, you know, maybe that's a me problem. I just need to now never go outside ever again. But, I don't know. And I'm not saying that everybody is like this at all, because there are obviously good people out there, and people that are not sacrificing themselves to the devil. Okay, obviously that's just a joke. But you guys know what I mean, like... It's honestly so bad mentally and socially, and I'm talking about social media. And just phones in general, it doesn't matter. I mean, I don't know. I go back and forth, like, obviously without phones in future and this and that, I wouldn't be talking to y'all right now. So there's pros and cons to everything in life, but I just feel like as I've been getting older, I've been noticing more negative things when it comes to social interactions, or just, I don't know, I feel like maybe it has to do with me moving to Toronto as well, in that city, but I feel it here too. I definitely feel it here too. So I don't think it really has to do with where you are in the world. I think it has a lot more to do with just everybody getting older and learning more, and I don't know, being more oblivious to, like, what happened to social cues? Some people are so stupid, and, like, me and my friend will go out on the weekend or whatever, and there will be men that will come up to us and try and approach us and grab our shoulders or stand there and not leave when we tell them that, please leave, we don't want to talk to you. What happened to respect and politeness? These men are trying to and like I said, it goes both ways. It goes very much both ways. Like, a lot of girls that I meet, they'll choose a man over you in 2 seconds. And not everybody's meant to be your best friend, but these girls are crazy, y'all. Everybody is crazy. It don't matter what gender you are. It don't matter nothing. If you have literally sacrificed yourself for the devil, then you're gone. You're screwed. And it's honestly very sad, because what happened to real love? What happened to real love? What happened to it? Because I know that it feels so far gone. I feel like I'll never like anybody ever again or love somebody ever again. And maybe, maybe these are just me problems. If you can't relate, that's okay. But this is how I'm feeling. I want to talk about as well that I feel like society subconsciously puts pressure on people, and society and social media subconsciously puts pressure on people. I know that some people don't let themselves feel under pressure or get put under pressure or feel any type of pressure. Some people are just like that. They're just built like that. And respect to you. But I feel like it's hard not to see something and be like, damn. Like, y'all, take Billie Eilish for an example. She's my age, and look at everything that she's doing. And obviously everybody's different, but when you see things like that, or just nowadays, like social media and people, it's so easy to get, to just blow up. It's so easy to just, but obviously that stuff doesn't always last for a lot of people. But it's hard to be looking at that and be like, damn, this person is doing this person is doing this, things that you may want to do, and be like, damn, I can't do that. You can, but it's hard to be able to see that. I wanted to go back to my point too about I was talking about feeling upset or not feeling as happy as I used to be, and I don't think I ever really finished my point, but I did have a point. It was basically just that more recently in my life, I guess I've been more accepting of being sad, and it's, again, a depressing thing, but I feel like if you're gonna be sad or you're gonna feel upset or just be stuck in those type of emotions, you might as well make the most of it. I don't always want to feel like shit for knowing that I can't right now do anything to make myself feel better. Or sometimes you just want to allow yourself to feel those ways. And I'm trying to have a lot more grace with myself recently, because like I said, I've always been so hard on myself when it comes to feeling upset or not feeling like I've reached my full potential and feeling just not good. I've always been so hard on myself, beating myself up about it. And so as of recently, I've just been really trying to give myself more grace. It's okay to feel sad. And honestly, feeling sad and then telling myself that it's okay that I'm feeling this way feels so much better than beating myself up about being upset. I used to think, no, I have to beat myself up so that I can get out of this feeling and that I can move on. But you're not even really feeling your emotions if you're trying to feel them and you're sad and you're beating yourself up over it. You have to literally sit there and let yourself feel sad and be okay with that. Be okay with the fact that you're feeling sad and just be like, okay, I am going to stay in my bed or, take this night to myself and not do anything. I don't know. But then it feels so, I would always, 1,000%, I would always choose to feel happy over to feel sad, if I could choose. I would always choose that, for sure. But it's just not realistic all the time. And like I was saying, I feel like it can be realistic. It's just that times are not what they used to be, and there's obviously healing to be done and everything like that. So, like I was saying in my last episode, time heals all. And so we just gotta let the emotions go, just let them go. When it comes to blaming yourself, it's really easy to ask, why me? When things in your life seem to just get worse and worse and worse, when you've been trying and working so hard to move past those things and to feel better and, actually really take steps to take care of yourself. Seriously, take, big steps that you used to not be able to take, or whatever the case is. It's really easy to ask, why me? And that, I feel like, goes hand in hand with, beating yourself up. I feel like I always ask, why me? Why was I chosen to feel this way when there's so many people on the earth? I mean, give yourself grace again, because you're definitely not the only one that feels that way. There are so many people that are probably experiencing almost exactly what you're going through, and you have no idea. Because, again, think about how many people are on this earth. There's no way that you can be the only one going through what you're going through. And I don't know, maybe you actually are, and then I guess it's fair to ask, no, there's no way that you're the only person. There's always somebody out there, and even if there isn't, convince yourself that there is, because, again, there probably is. And we all go through these battles for a reason. They all teach us lessons. So just at the end of the day, try and be thankful that you got to experience or go through that thing that may have ruined your life for the moment, but you can get over it. Anybody can get over anybody that really, really wants to bad enough can do it. Anybody can do it if you want to bad enough. And with that, believing is knowing. If you genuinely start to believe and convince yourself that you will be better and that tomorrow I'm going to do X, Y, and Z to make myself feel better, to progress in this area of my life, you will genuinely start knowing that, you will genuinely start feeling like that person. If you believe in yourself, you'll be able to manifest so many things into your life. Seriously. And I think that has a lot to do with as well, I've been more recently setting intentions at the beginning of my day. And setting an intention to have a good day and to do, like I said, X, Y, and Z for yourself at the beginning of the day, just putting the right foot forward right when you wake up. Because it's easy at the beginning of the day to get sucked into thinking, okay, today's going to be a shit day. You've already set that mindset for the day. Do you think that it's going to get any better? If you wake up and you already are being negative and not seeing the positive things or seeing the light that may come in your day, then your day is probably going to be bad, yeah. So you really just have to trick yourself, guys, into feeling like you can be happy or you can achieve the things that you want to achieve. It's literally all just to fake it till you make it type of thing. Like, it seriously is. Just fake it till you make it, and things will come your way. Also, this light's kind of... I wonder if I can close this. No, I definitely can't. I don't know how this car works. I want to talk again about society, because I feel like I talked about it very negatively, and I feel like there's a lot of positives too. I mean, I know for me, I never used to like get anxious when I go out, like literally anywhere, and now I definitely feel like I get a little bit more anxious. The thing is though, is that I feel more anxious when I'm in Toronto. It's probably because here I feel like I have my car and I don't have to, actually go outside and like see people face to face, and it's a lot busier there. Here there's like nobody. Like, I can be in the middle of nowhere and talk to my camera in my car and be completely a-okay, But the second I leave my house in Toronto and I'm faced with a million people, I'm like, damn. But then at the same time, it can be really comforting when you can kind of just go like unnoticed, and be incognito. Is that the right word? I like, one of my favorite activities is to just observe people, and not in a weird way, or I don't like ever, make up life stories for people. Also, I'm so sorry about the lighting. Like, I know it's really not good. Yeah, so like being able to go outside and be incognito and pretend like you're not there and observe. Oh yeah, and so I was saying, I don't mean observe in a bad, weird way. I mean observe and literally just observe and like be like, damn, that's really beautiful that like those people are living a human experience that's different than mine. Like, they could have had the worst day of their life or the best day of their life, and you get to just like kind of have a small sneak peek and realize that everybody is going through something and you're not the only one alive. Like, whoa, is that a realization or what? Like, my favorite thing is to just like be alone somewhere, like at the beach, or I say at the beach when there's only lakes with like man-made sand in freaking Toronto, but same difference, just going on a walk or being in a cafe or literally sitting in a parking lot like I am right now, and just being able to observe and just realize that while I'm sitting here and my head is so small and it has so many overwhelming thoughts and experiences and emotions, that everybody else is just going about their day. And that makes me feel a little bit better. And there's just something so calming about observing people. And like I was saying, it's, again, not in a weird way. I'm not gonna look at you and be like, what is their life story? And, I don't really care. But it's just really nice to see people walking and see other people alive. Does that make any sense? Also, when it comes to society, it's easy to, like I was saying, feel a certain way, feel like you're not good enough, or feel envious, or things like that, and then to have to make real life decisions in your life. Yeah. About anything that is important or relevant, and let those feelings that are not even real feelings, they're just there because of what you've seen or heard, or what you're convincing yourself to think, and then you let those feelings have impact on the decisions that you make. And those decisions could be very important, because a lot of decisions that you have to make in life are going to be important, because every single one of them shapes your life and who you are and what things around you look like. And so letting those negative feelings that you don't actually even believe are real, without even knowing that, because a lot of the time they are real feelings and emotions, but eliminate social media or whatever it is that's making you feel that way, and you won't have those feelings. Like, no shit. What am I even talking about? Like, can you guys tell that I'm sleepy today? It's not even that I'm sleepy. I just have so many thoughts, and I don't think any of them make sense. They barely even make sense to me. And you guys have only skimmed the surface. There's so much stuff going on in this brain of mine. But honestly, at the end of the day, I'm just so thankful to be here. And I don't always feel that way, because I am grumpy sometimes, and rightfully so. But I'm just thankful to be here, y'all. I'm literally watching the trees like move and the leaves fall, and it's fall, and fall is so beautiful. And it's actually a nice fall. Normally it's snowing already, and fall just gets skipped over. But yeah, I'm really just enjoying the weather and being alive and literally feeling connected to the universe. Honestly, to me, that's what's most important. I just want to feel connected, and why am I getting emotional? I literally, I don't know. I could literally throw everything away if I could just feel happy and connected and at peace. Peace can do so much for a person. And I feel like that is literally what we're lacking as a whole, is peace. Where is the peace? Where is the love? And where's the peace? Because those are two of my favorite things. And where are they, y'all? I don't know. I really don't. And I hope that this lighting is not as bad as it looks in here. I know that the footage normally looks a little bit better once it comes off of the camera, but I'm looking in the viewfinder and it does not look good. Also, let me know, you guys, if you want me to do other types of videos, because I do. I just don't know exactly what, and I also am scared to film in public. Yeah. Not even scared, just like, I don't know. What types of videos would you guys want to see other than podcasts? This is a very random mid-podcast question, or to the end, I don't know, again, how long I've been filming, I never know. And then it just gets edited down, and by the way, when I'm editing my podcast, they're normally very long. Well, 35-40 minutes, that's pretty long, in my opinion. Maybe it's not to you, everybody's opinion is different. But when I'm editing them, I only take out maybe 5 minutes. I really leave everything that I say, all of my thoughts in. That's just what I get rid of, and I'll leave that one in as example. It's me saying and me saying and just all the the yapping that doesn't make any sense, or the filler words, because I am new to this too, so I'm still learning how to talk to myself. I have no idea how much I've filmed, and I honestly don't even know what this podcast is going to be called. I know absolutely nothing. I hope you took something from this, even if it was a grain of salt. And I just don't really have anything else to talk about. My thoughts feel scrambled, and mush. Another thing I just want to say though before I leave is that I always get not upset, but I always am like, damn, when I'm editing my podcast, because I'm like, I wish I could have said more about that. You know when you get in an argument and then later on you think about the comebacks that you should have said? Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. And I'm gonna do it with this one, and I literally do it with all of them. I edit them, and then I'm like, damn, that was like a okay point, but you should have said more. And then I'm like, damn, you literally even brought up that thing, and then you didn't even get to the point that you wanted to get to. And I feel like that happened a lot in this podcast, so if I'm just talking gibberish, that's totally okay. But I guess, to sum it up, don't let anybody affect how you want to think or feel. Build your own thoughts and your own reality and your own morals and boundaries without this clouding your perception. Because at the end of the day, you literally have to be in here at all times. So if this is not a happy place to be, it's not going to be fun. Don't let what other people say or what you see or what you hear affect how you feel or what you think about others or about yourself. Okay. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. I love you guys so much. Thank you for letting me talk and talk and talk and talk. And if you watched this all the way through, should you comment something? Comment a heart and I'll send you one back. Because I love you. And I hope that you love me too. Sounds like the Barney freaking theme song. Anyways, thank you for watching. And I will see you next time. Like, share, and subscribe. And tea out.